Hi guys, so yesterday I haven't uploaded any video, and reason for that was simply I was streaming and I was preparing for an exam. And though uh, the result was against me, like I appeared for one certification exam, and actually I scheduled that exam. Maybe you can say 6 month back, almost 6 month back. In Jan, I scheduled that exam, and after that, I was keep postponing, and at the final attempt, I mean, when I was trying to reschedule, then I got to know, okay, now this is the last day of voucher. Either use it or it's gonna like you can't extend it further. So like 2 days back, I decided, okay, let me prepare for it because it's better to try out instead of just procrastinating or I will not show up. So I thought, okay, let's do. I will appear for exam. So I thought, why don't I test my capability whether I can prepare regularly or I can study for 6 to 8 hours and 4 hours of sleep or something that because I'm struggling. I won't say I'm struggling, but I usually say like I need 8 hours of sleep, otherwise my body won't feel fresh. So I used to say that, but to be honest, today I only slept. I was sleeping. I took a sleep of 4 hours or maybe less than 4 hours because I went to bed around 5 a.m. maybe, and then I woke up around 9:30. So 5 4 9:30. No, around 6 o'clock. Yeah, so around 6 o'clock and so three to 3.5 hour. I took sleep. Okay, I did after that like exam was around 11 o'clock, and not around, but it was 11 o'clock. So I have to set up everything like a system requirements and all, and then 2 hours of exam, and I did it, but unfortunately I couldn't clear it. But I felt so bad. And there was one other thing like assessment for another not exam, you can say, company. So I thought, let me try it. So desperately tried that way as well, and that also went bad because simply there were mix of things. First of all, I won't say like the exam was difficult. There were so many things, so I won't say so completely like the exam was normal and all. But yeah, the first one exam was simple. I won't say simple, there were some questions where I was not sure, and because of that I got 667 marks out of 1000, and passing mark was 700. So I'm not sure why I'm recording this video and I'm telling, because simply I just wanted to say what I felt to my future version, because I make lot of mistakes, same kind of mistakes. So I'm recording this video to, for me, as mostly for me only, and the reason is simply gonna upload. It's a simple reason because I have related so many things in the similar fashion. Like it's not the first time uh, I'm like a I have failed in an exam, you can say. Yeah, I failed so many times. So no, but the problem is I always make same kind of mistake. For example, if I have long duration, let's take 6 months. I never prepared for this exam, and last 2 days I just uh, worked hard, and I keep on like watching the videos. I haven't practiced questions so many. You can say just I was keep noting everything, and I was trying to feed as much as I can in like 11 hours of video. And though it was good attempt, but still I feel bad because I failed. So until it's not in favor. And the second thing I wanted to say to myself, and it's pretty important because I always feel like whenever the results are not in your favor, you always used to pretend, okay, for example, I was before exam, like I was pretty sure like, okay, I will crack it, and after that I will tell to people. But unfortunately, or I can say, always we used to think, okay, and for same for assessment, okay, I thought like I'm damn sure I will crack it and everything. But when things are not in your favor, you start, you because you haven't imagined about like what would you do after the, if you won't be able to crack the exam or maybe anything, then what do you do? So we always used to think like, okay, what we will do once we'll crack it, once we will succeed in it. But we never thought about what we will do once we'll get failures. So, and same with me. So I haven't thought like what I'll do, and I felt, I was feeling so bad. But now, like I took a better, like I took 3 4 hours of sleep after that. Not 4 hours, even 1 o'clock I was attempting, for example, 2 3 hours of sleep. And then I decided, okay, it's too much Ronadona, and now time to get back to uh, what we say, grinding and all. So one thing I'm gonna do, uh, moving forward, I'm gonna study in the same way further. So I'm not committing it, I'm just saying like to myself, like whenever you are making mistakes and you are not learning from them, that means you are gonna repeat them again and again. I have faced similar problems. Like it's not first time I'm not learning from the mistakes. That's the biggest problem. And I remember one pretty famous saying, like when you make a mistake one time, and if you are not learning from it, and you are making make mistake second time, that means there are high chances you will make third time, because you became habitual to it. And like whenever I'm solving DSA problems, I forget the things. And what I do, I do same kind of mistake again. For example, a few days back only I was solving a problem, and there I found, okay, the problem I already attempted in the past, and I kept the note. But again, I stuck in the problem. I was live streaming, so I felt so embarrassed. But it is still, I have to do it, right? So it happens. So, so one thing for my future version, or for always, I need to remember, that is first remember. Um, Always think about the like think back in the mind, like what if something won't be in your favor. And second, don't just wait for last moment, like to prepare for preparation. I don't know, but this always happens with me, or maybe you with you guys as well. Like whenever we have an exam, maybe it's semester exam or something. In college time also, I used to do the same thing, same mistakes. Like I was preparing for exams just one night before the exam. I was keep on watching videos, making notes, and I was preparing till morning, or maybe I was not sleeping in that day completely, maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then going to then appearing for the exam, coming back and doing the same mistake. If I have 2 3 days time, I will do some other stuff. Okay, so this is one mistake that I do. For example, I had a lot of time. I could have prepared for it. Now I'm feeling okay. Now you know what I'm feeling. Okay, if I get one more chance. So, but life won't give you chance. I mean, this is an exam, certification exam. So hey, I can get chance. So that's not the big problem. But still, like you won't get the chance for everything. For example, you are if you have right now, you like whatever is that like a age group you are in. Okay, so I mean whatever is, I mean what I wanted to say, no matter like how old you are, some chances you already missed, maybe for business career. For example, a few days back, not few days, I meant months back, I talked to my neighbor, and I had one question, and I asked him, like, don't you feel bored, or maybe do you what do you have future plans, or what are your future plans? Do you wanted to do business? He said no. Now his family members or his kids are um, grown enough, and then he need to, like, they can go to further studies, or maybe so yeah, they need to they have to pursue for higher studies, and for that he need to collect money, or maybe he cannot take risk. So that's why, for example, for me, it's I can take risk, and right now, so I have a lot of things. So these opportunities right now we have, or maybe you have. And at the time we used to think like in different angles, and we don't take risk. I always used to prefer to take risk. And okay, and one thing I learned, my English is not improving so far. So And I yesterday only I talked to my brother, and he said like you are making the same mistakes again again. I know that I did in the past, and the reason is you are not prepared, not improving your grammar, or you are not learning the things in proper way, and you have same kind of confusions or doubts, and that's why you are not able to speak in a proper way. So I said okay. And I think I heavily relate with it. I always do like okay, I think like I know the meaning of particular word, but in reality I don't know it. So that's why I am not able to use the word properly, or maybe I learned it, but I forgot it. And reason is you don't get it properly. So sometimes I say like okay, I'm learning something in a proper way, or maybe learning in English only, but it's not happening. I learn something and more about. Okay. For example, right now I'm not thinking too much about what I'm speaking. It's like I'm just speaking whatever coming into my mind, whatever comes into my mind, and that's also one mistake. So, okay. By the way, so if I have to summarize this video, first thing I learned from failure. Oh, it's not a big failure you can say, but for me, like 1 or 2 days until I won't be able to, I will crack another certification exam. So yeah, there are some couple of other certification in the queue, so I have to prepare for them. But this one I failed, man. Okay, bye bye. And okay, when before I close the video, before I close the camera. So what I wanted to do. Okay, so now I have to change my strategies because it's not going to help me, especially for a spoken English. Because I don't see any progress. So I feel like I'm making the same mistake. I see a lot of time I used to say peoples instead of peoples. I cannot avoid peoples. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.